Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. But we go to Ushada once a year in June, all the golfers. Yeah, but yeah, that's it, you know. Anyway, good to see you.
Such a short meeting. Oh, that's every day. Just done to it. Touch the bullet. Bless you.
You're 59 now? Not a judge on the Zoom. He says he's gonna be on Zoom, pero what are the chances?
10 o'clock.
Okay. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay. Go to line item number 3, public testimony. Anybody not on the agenda may appear before the court at this time. Sheriff, you're out there? No. Okay, not being Eddie, we'll proceed to line item number 4. Discuss, consider, take action on minutes from previous meeting. Motion for the minutes.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. And item number 5, discuss, consider, take action to approve road bore crossings permits application submitted by Cimarron Engineering that would include crossing road 349, 355, and 356. That's in precinct 3. David?
Morning. My name is David Newman. I'm with Cimarron Engineering. The scope of what we're wanting to do is lay a 2-inch DR7 poly line that's going to run about 3.5 miles. It's going to start at our HLW facility, which is just north of Orange Grove off Highway 359, 0.2 of a mile on County Road 357 on the south side. From there, we'll travel east. We'll have to go under County Road 349, continue east, go under County Road 355, and then we'll turn south and go under County Road 356 to our Hensley facility, which from the intersection of 356 and 355 is about 0.3 of the mile down 355 on the east side. Now, what I'm here about today is that we're going to have to go under 3 county roads in order to get there. The DR7 polyline, the maximum operating pressure on it is going to be 250 pounds. According to y'all's amendments, that when we go into county roads, we either have to case and then run that poly through it or run a heavier pipe under the county road. So what we're going to do on all 3 county roads, we're going to use 2-inch, it's 2 3/8 diameter, steel pipe, schedule 40, and then it's got a fusion bond epoxy coating on it. It's 14 to 16 mil. What we'll do, it comes in 42-foot joints. We'll weld it to the appropriate length we need for each bore. We'll test it to 1,200 pounds ahead of time. The pipe itself from the manufacturer is rated to 2,970. So it's more than the poly substantially. So we're putting quite a bit heavier pipe under the county roads and right-of-ways. So the first thing, Tracker Service out of Sinton will do our boring. They'll do what we call an 811. which is required anytime you dig deeper than 16 inches. They'll do it for all 3 county bores. Then they will get a response from them for any pipelines, utilities, et cetera. They'll give them the name of who they belong to, and those people have 48 hours to contact Tracker. And then the only one we know of right now, and the only one that was marked, which is the first bore I'm going to get to, is County Road 349. Plains Resources has 2 20-inch pipelines that go under County Road 349. Now, the one issue there is the right-of-ways we have for our line on 349, they're not across from each other. The Jose Ortiz property on the west side is on the north side of the fence line. The Patricia Frankie property is on the south side of the fence. So when we bore, we're going to have to bore 45 degrees to the county road. The other issue is, in doing this, we're also crossing the Plains 2 pipelines. So I have, on the Patricia Frankie property, I met with Brian Ford with Plains on the 13th. We have to come out into the Frankie property 15 feet south of his second pipeline, so that we're out of his right of way. So normally that from row to row straight across is 42 feet. Because we got to do the 45 degree, we're looking at 127 feet. So once we get there, the first thing, and a representative for Plains will be there. And the day I met him out there with his surface pipeline finder, he found both of them at 5 feet deep. And because they're 20-inch, we're basically, for easy math, going to call them 2 foot. So the bottoms would be 7 foot. They require that we're 2 foot below that, which makes it 9. The bore company we're going to use likes to use 3 foot for a little safety factor. So that means we have to be 10 foot under the county road when we go under Plains. The first thing we're going to do when we get there is what we call hydrovac. That's where we jet fresh water and jet a hole, and we have also a hose that's sucking while we're jetting, and we're going to go that 5 feet down, probably making about a 12-inch diameter hole to actually visually see both pipelines so that we can verify they're 5 foot deep. Once we've done that, then we'll have our work pits dug in the Jose Ortiz property and the Patricia Frankie property. Nothing's other than those little, the hydrovac holes is the only thing that'll be in, that will be done on the east right away, right before the property, so that we can verify it. Once we're done, of course, we'll fill in that little 12-inch hole. So we'll have the what we call work pits on each property. On the Jose Ortiz, we will rig up our bore machine, and he will start at 5 feet and gradually start working his way down. We'll have to set him back a little farther than usual because of him having to go so deep. So that way, when we're under the right of way and the county road, we're 10 foot. And they have a handheld device they use that they can check the depth of their bit. Once we get under the pipelines, under the county road, we'll come out in our work pit on the Patricia Frankie property at 10 foot. Once we do that, Brian Ford with the Plains says he doesn't need to be there anymore. He just wants to see the bore done. Once we do that, what we'll do then is attach the bit to our 2-inch line that we welded and tested ahead of time. And we will pull it back through the bore. And then this will leave part of the end of the pipe in the Patricia Frankie work pit, and part of it in the Jose Ortiz. At this point, we're going to leave them there. And we're going to put T-posts and orange plastic flagging around the work pits, but they're in the properties. They're not on the county right-of-ways or anything. There's nothing there on the county right-of-ways or roads. When we do, because we went under a pipe there, when we connect the poly to it and are going to cover it, we are going to put two 32-pound magnesium anode bags on our pipe. The reason for this is it creates a DC electric flow, and it will prevent any electrolysis that could happen between their pipe and our pipe with the soil that could cause corrosion on our pipe. So that's what the anode bag is for. This is the only one we'll have to do it because it's the only one we're crossing the pipe. So once we get through with that, we're through with that bore for that part. We will move then to County Road 355, which there we're going to be about 2/10 of a mile north of 356 and 355. That is on the Patricia Natras. Is that how you pronounce it? Rebecca Natras and Patricia Templin. Deborah Templin. Okay, I can't remember all these land. Okay, Patricia Natras, and now these two are directly across from each other, so this is a lot simpler. As far as we know, there's no lines or nothing that we have to encounter like we did on 349. So this is going to be a straight 5-foot deep bore under the county road. From row to row is 70 feet. So our work pits will be outside that in the two properties. And we will, again, run the bore through. And then once we're in the work on the Templin property, we'll pull the pipes back through and then leave the ends in the work pits, put up T-posts, orange flagging, and then we'll move to the last bore, which is County Road 356. On County Road 356, from the intersection of 355 and 356, we're 40 feet to the east on 356. We're going from the Templin property to the Hensey. And it's 65 feet right away to right away. And this one is the same. There should be no obstructions that we know of unless something comes up on the 811. And like I was saying, if a telephone cable or something does come up, it's going to depend on the depth of it. If it's 3 foot or less, our 5 foot is good. If it's 4 foot, then we would drop our bore on both of them a foot so that we have the clearance. But like I say, I couldn't find any markings of any, but that doesn't mean they may not respond. So then we will do the same thing. We'll bore under 356, 5 feet, straight across. It'll be 90 degrees to the county road. Once we get across, get into the work pit on the Hensey, we'll attach the pipe that has been welded and tested, pull it back through under County Road 356. We'll leave them on each side of the work pits for now, put up the T-posts and the orange plastic flagging in the properties. There's still nothing on the county roads. And then the 3 bores are done. So then what we're going to do, just so you'll know, then we'll be bringing in the poly pipe, the DR7, and it comes normally in 1,000-foot rolls. So what we'll do, we'll start at the HLW. It'll be a 4-foot trench that'll be laid in. And we do put what we call a tracer wire on it. Because it's not steel, a line finder will not find it. But we'll have station posts at HLW, one on each side of each bore, and then at the Hensey. And what it is, we can hook up an electric current that will go through this wire, and then we can pick them up if we need to locate it for whatever reason. And then on the bores, we'll have signs on the edge of the right of way by the property. And then the 3 things it's going to state is warning, natural gas, Cimarron Engineering LLC, which is the operator, and an emergency contact number. And then once the poly is attached to each steel pipe, then it will all be covered up. So and that's pretty much the scope of it.
Yeah, all of this is going to happen, precinct 3. You'll be working with Commissioner.
Right.
Chapa.
Yeah, I spoke to her a little while ago, and
Any questions that?
and I have cards I can give to whoever wants one.
So is there any questions?
Well, I had questions, but you covered them all, so.
But I know that we
You got the
have
permits, right?
we have a permit, right, that they have to sign of a fee.
Yeah, he's already got them, right? You already got your permits paid for?
No, paid for?
Okay.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, he's the one that,
I know.
It's going,
No, I made sure I had that. I've been this before.
David, I sure
Neiman, thank you so much for all the information.
No
Great
more
information.
questions? Do you want,
Any questions?
you want a card?
Very,
Okay. Is that the only one that needs? Okay.
I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to
I
approve.
second it.
Thank you.
And just any question you have, and we will give you notice before we go out there.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
there's a motion.
Could you do me a favor? Could you email me your information so I'll have all of it?
I will.
Thank you, David.
I guess you can follow up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a motion and a second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
All right.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
And they said you don't need a W-9 because it's 1,500, 500 for each board. Thank you very much. Y'all have a nice day.
Thank you.
You have a good day. And item number 6, discuss, consider, take action to authorize a response to an offer settlement in the manner of Energy Interest Liquidation Trust versus Jim Wells County, 689-88159. Michael, you got something on that one?
Yes, sir. Good morning, commissioners. This goes back to the freeze of February of the prior year. We're on a variable rate contract, and because of the power shortage and various reasons that happened during that freeze, ERCOT, I guess they allowed the rates to vary upwards 10 times what we were used to. That month after the freeze, we received a bill, our January bill, just for point of reference, for the whole county for electricity was $15,823. For the month of February, they sent us a bill for $186,068. Of course, we did not pay that.
Pay that one.
And time has gone on. Time has gone on, and there's been some movement, and I guess some leeway given by ERCOT. At this point, in order to settle this matter, they're willing to take basically close to 10% of what the original bill was. They're asking for $18,606 to settle the matter for that month, which is about $3,000 more than we normally pay. Well, about $3,000 more than what we paid that January. But at this point, I would go ahead and recommend to the court that we approve authorizing or accepting this offer of settlement so that we can put this matter to rest.
I'll make a motion to accept the items presented.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
All right.
All opposed, same sign.
Thank you,
Motion
Mr. Guerrero.
passes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Line item number 7. Discuss, consider, take action to open seal bids for Jim Wells County West Lane project for activity funded by County Transportation Infrastructure grant program. That's for precinct number 3. Okay, we're gonna open the bids. There's 3 of them, actually. You got 3 of them. Okay, the first one's from J. Carroll Weaver. We're gonna find it here in a little bit. I don't know why they're hiding the price. Okay,
That's a liability insurance.
The last one looked like this. This is their last one.
yeah, I don't have that part there. Okay, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, square footage of I think $6 per square yard. It's a total of 67,000. Okay, $67,116. It's a, so it's a,
$6.
yeah, $6 a square yard, Commissioner.
Keep it going up every day.
This was $6 a square yard. You got it? Okay, hopefully they don't hide it next time. Anyway, that's a little higher than the last one, right?
57.
Let me see. Okay, this was some Tom Oaks. Okay. Okay. Unit price, wow, this was $15 a square yard, 161,890. There's a little difference there.
Who was that?
161,000. This was from Garrett Construction. Okay, Garrett Construction, $5.75 per square yard, 96,179.
96,000.
Yeah, $96,179.
How is that? How is that more than the?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at this one right here again.
Somebody's math.
Yeah, somebody added wrong or something.
Are you in construction, sir? Okay, how many square yards in a mile?
Square yards,
Yeah, you said it was 1.1, right?
Yeah.
It's
mile long, 19 feet, whatever that is. It should say on the,
I'm just wondering, because I Googled it right now and it's 340,700, 3,407,360, and you multiply that times $6, it comes out to 20-some thousand. What am I doing wrong?
I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
I calculated the mileage, the square footage that it calls for on a mile, 1.1 mile, and it times $6, and it comes down to 20-some thousand dollars. What am I doing wrong?
You also have to multiply the width.
Okay.
Yeah, this one has a. Okay, yeah, it was a width of 19 foot wide and 11,147 feet, square yards, actually. I just can't find the Weaver now. Nevertheless, you're gonna use the same square yards. Once Garrett's at $5.75 and Weaver's at $6.
But what confuses me is why is it $96,000?
Yeah, because everything
But it's $67,000 for $6.
Somebody did that.
yeah, they're calculating the. Yeah, towards the back. I don't right.
11,000 plus square yards. Is that right?
Yeah, everything's the same as far as
11,147 square yards.
yeah,
And that's what he has.
yeah. It's the same thing other than the same square yards, but one of them. You have a calculator, JC?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
But this one for the rock, they put 124.
Yeah.
That one put 100. Oh, it has.
Is this everything's identical? Okay,
It
11.
comes out to 64,000.
Yeah, because it's two courses, so it's gonna be. 34. I don't know why. I think the oil's where the difference comes in. But anyway, they're bidding 11,147 square yards at $6. So what's that one?
It's 66,882.
66,882, correct.
Okay, he's got 67. And 11,000, the same thing at 5.575.
$64,095.
So it's gonna be cheaper. I don't know why it's got 96. I think it's because it's two courses, so you multiply it by two, I guess.
I think the total amount should be by,
Well, there's two different bids. Like one is for,
It says one
I remember what it was.
double course.
Yeah,
One
Seal
for the
coat.
first course
Yeah.
and another bid for the second course.
okay, okay. It's got the gallons are the same. Anyway, it's gonna be 11,147 square yards at $5.75. And so
comes out to
There's the first
64,000.
yeah.
Of course, that one only has one.
yeah,
Or
I
is
don't
it
know.
two? Oh, it
No,
has
it
two.
has two, but look
It's
right
got
here.
to, they just added
The
wrong.
numbers are.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
yeah.
Are
he
way
said
off.
96,000.
Right here, you see where it says
Yeah.
14? And that one says 31.
Yeah, this one says 1546.
But right here, right here,
Yeah.
somebody's math is
Yeah,
not right.
yeah. I
But
think,
that one's cheaper.
I think everything's identical. One's at $6 and the other one's at $5.75. I think the mathematics, the calculations of Weaver are off as far as the total, but the amount of square yards are the
It's
same.
still $6.
So it's still $6. So
Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is Marissa with GrantWorks. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to see if I could help clarify a little bit.
Yes.
And I just wanted to mention that there would probably be a price for the asphalt and then also a price for the rock. And so the price for the asphalts would be multiplied by how much it would be to put that first course, and then also the rock to do the second course. So there could be, rather than multiplying it by the square feet, it would be by the asphalt price, by the amount of asphalt they use, and then the rock by the amount of rock they use, and then doubling that. So I'm not sure if that helps, but I can also send you guys a.
it's calculated in square yards,
Mhm.
and the square yards are not the problem. It's
Mhm.
just, they just didn't add, their mathematics, or they didn't multiply it right.
Oh, okay.
Weaver didn't. Garrett's got the right formula.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then maybe if someone
Actually,
has the opportunity.
everything's identical except for the money results.
I see.
But look, the unit rock, he put 120 for the unit price of the rock per square yard, and he put 250.
Hmm.
So Garrett's rock is 250 and this rock is 120.
Yeah.
I don't know where, you see that?
Unit price, yeah, for the rocks. Yeah.
Can I help you explain it?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that's where the problem is in the unit rock, that's right.
Mhm.
Here you go,
This is his.
this is yours.
The top row, it bids by the gallons. So many gallons for that 1 mile. That's 3,344 gallons of,
Yeah,
oil.
It's in the rock. The rock is
the-
where there's a difference.
the rocks where you all calculated more rock.
The unit price for the square yard of per rock, he put 120 and you put 250. Over here where it says rock.
Right here where the rock is. You have a unit price per cubic yards. He's
Well,
got,
it's, okay, well, you got two items on both rows. You got the oil, and that's at 5.75 per gallon. And then you got the rock for the first course, that's 124 cubic yards at $250.
yeah,
And the same thing down here, it's got 3,122
yeah. You know,
gallons at 5.75. It's the same unit price for both courses.
yeah, but it's,
Could it be that?
it's what's confusing is, the cubic yards on the rock.
It's a pre-treated rock? Is that,
Well,
because you use a pre-treated rock? I know there's a rock that's pre-treated with oil and then there's a rock that has nothing. It's plain rock.
Well, they bid it on the same thing. See how, why they
One
have
would be
it?
cheaper than the other.
See
So he might
where
be
the
using-
unit price on the rock is a lot cheaper than you guys.
Well, remember that the cost of installing it is a part of that dollar amount too.
Yeah, but to install it, it's gonna get installed at $5.75, right?
That's for the oil.
That's for the
For the
oil.
oil, and then the
And for
rock.
The cost of the rock, the mobilization, all the traffic control and everything, we come up with $250.
Yeah, so actually, although you're, you know, he's at $6, but actually the rock is where Weaver's gonna be a lot cheaper.
What was he at?
120.
120.
Oh, okay.
So although it's, you know, to the asphalt right here, it's at $6, but when they add the rock, you know, they're doing it, you're selling it at a higher price per square, you know.
Well, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the price of
Yeah,
topping rock and
yeah,
asphalt.
yeah. And I know,
Gone up quite a bit, more like double.
and I understand that, but I think I would go with this one because of the rock.
I don't
Well,
understand.
what's the end, which one is the lowest bid overall?
Weaver,
Weaver,
because he's charging a lot less for the rock
you
and the,
you understand what I'm saying, Commissioner?
Yes, sir.
You know, the cubic yards for it's 120, 124, let me see yours.
this is 250.
It's the same thing other than,
The unit price
Different bids.
is $250 and this one's $120.
That's their perception, what it's gonna take to do it, that's the
Right.
cost, that's
Yeah.
our perception.
Right.
yeah. So anyway, well, thank you so much for explaining it, but really and truly, I would, it would be up to the commissioner to decide and, on who gets the bid. It's gotta be a person.
What was the bid on this guy?
96,
Why they call it bidding.
Yeah,
That's what I had.
yeah, so anyway, this one here is, this was confusing, but we got it straightened out.
But
Okay.
does it say what kind of rock it has to be?
Well, number 4, number
Make sure
3.
that everybody's bidding on the same thing.
No, but there's different rocks, right? There's
don't want
a
one doing
treated
double
rock
coat and
and
one
there's a
single coat.
plain rock.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, there's different kind of rock, but both of these, one is number 3, which goes on the bottom,
yeah,
And then the number 4
and
goes
number 4
yeah,
goes on top.
yeah.
Number 4
okay.
is smaller.
Okay, thank you so much. Commissioner, the difference is on the rock. So although this one's $575 per square yard, if you include the rock, he's gonna be 67, he's gonna be a 96. So I think Weaver would probably be who I would go with.
Oh, excuse me, Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt, because I just want to make sure that today we're just opening bids and not awarding anything. I believe our award, because I have to go through the bids as well. And so we're going to award next Commissioner's Court. So just wanted to make sure.
Okay, no, but, okay, so you want these for review, right?
Yes, sir, please, thank you.
Okay, so we'll review them and get with you.
Oh,
on-
perfect.
Approve them on the next Commissioners Court?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Okay,
Linda will send her the copies.
yeah.
Yes, I just need to make sure each
Let's send
bid
you
is
copies.
responsible and responsive. Mhm.
Okay, we'll send the copies, or you can pick them up at the county clerk.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Okay, so, do I entertain a motion for this, no action?
No, there's no, it's just to open.
Just opened them, we didn't take action.
Well, I make a motion that no action be taken due to Grant Works is gonna review the
Okay,
bids. I second it.
okay, there's a motion and a second, all in favor indicate by saying aye. All
Aye.
opposed, same sign. Okay, motion passes. Okay, that was nice. But yeah, it's the best way to do it, review them. Okay. Line item number 8. Discuss, consider, take action to open additional title clerk position. Mary?
Good morning,
Good morning.
commissioners and everybody else. I'm here to ask for an additional clerk. I am shorthanded, even though I know that you are aware that I have an opening. But the reason I had not placed someone there yet is because we have to be tested now. The state tests, our clerks before they can start to work. So I said, well, that way we don't waste time. I'll have my one that I have, and if I would get approved, I would go ahead and test. Have them tested at the same time, and we wouldn't be wasting time on testing. And they cannot start to work until they have passed all exams from the state. That is a new rule that we have now. So that is one of the reasons that I have not replaced my other one. Now, the reason I am shorthanded is because, as you know, with COVID, they're out for 2 weeks. At one time, I had 3 out with COVID. This week, I have 1 out with COVID, plus 2 with death in their families. So it's so shorthanded that it is hard for me to place someone in Fremont and Orange Grove. And you'll be surprised how many people now go to Fremont and Orange Grove. I mean, we have a lot of them. Instead of coming to Alice, traveling, gas, and senior citizens, they don't like to drive all the way here. That's why we keep those offices open. And we, as commissioners, know that we do have a lot of people that go over there, and they get very upset because we close the offices. And I'm sure you already know that they complain to you all that, hey, the office is never open. But that is one of the reasons. And another thing is, an additional thing now is that our office is providing this program that is called the Web Dealer. And what this entails is that the dealer does everything online. They email the work. So as soon as we get it, we have to check it and get the monies, deposit the monies. So everything is online and everything has to be done right then and there. The third thing, we have another business coming in, and they brought us 70 titles to be registered. And you know, a company with trucks and trailers, they want them right away because they need for them to go out to work already. So we have that new business coming in here in Alice. Also, the car dealers bring us up to 400 or more car deals. And Commissioner Garcia is aware how they used to complain because remember that we would take too long to get them across and all that. Now, in 3 days, they get their plates. And it takes us 3 days to give them the plates for the car dealers. So that is one reason I know that you would be asking me about why not, you know, you already have one opening, that's enough. Now, I understand with the budget, I understand that, but if it's possible that I can place these two girls or these two clerks, it would be a big help for our office because I know because y'all have had complaints already and you will be getting complaints on the Web Dealer, on that dealer. So all I can tell them is we're gonna have to, whatever the outcome is, that's the answer I will give them.
Any questions?
So this position that you want is for January for our new budget, or?
Well, I was hoping now because there's a dealer that has been on my back that wants the Web Dealer, you know. And that it takes one particular person just for that, because you gotta have, and if we have that, then we're gonna have another dealer that knows about Web Dealers. And you're not talking only about here, I'm talking about all over Texas, because all over Texas, we have Web Dealers. And what it is, it's so much easier for the dealers just to email, you know, to put everything online. We check that, it's been checked, it's been received, and we get the money, and then we have to deposit that money right away. But that's the reason that, and I've been waiting and with them, delaying them until like Margie's telling me that, you know.
You've had this position.
Pardon me?
You haven't replaced that one person.
Because of
since
that,
October.
yeah, because of that reason, because of the testing. I want them to test together, so that way we don't waste time, because it takes time for that testing.
Seems to me, you need to,
You
know,
need to go ahead and replace
you
and
need
see how
to-
that works, and
you need
Okay,
to be
okay,
fully
no, I
staffed
understand.
with your budget. And then, you know, we have, budget hearings next month. You know, if it's still a problem, maybe we could consider it. But for right now, you need to,
Okay,
fully
we'll go
staff
that
your
route.
office with your budget. You know,
I'll
'cause
go, yeah, no, I'll go
you're
that.
asking for something that you already have. You already
No, I
have,
understand, I
you have a
understand.
position already open and you're asking for monies, for another one, and we can't amend the budget right now, we'll wait for budget hearings, and then you can make your requests.
Well, no, I understand, but I want you all to be aware in case they come and ask, hey, what's wrong, and this and
can
that.
you fill this position immediately?
Huh?
Can you go ahead and fill this position?
No, I am. I'm going to. No, I'm going to. And she'll start testing and everything else. Yeah, no, I have it ready. It's just that that was the reason I was doing it, just because of that.
It's been
But,
open for 9 months.
yeah,
Okay, do I entertain a motion for no action?
okay.
Make a motion.
One thing, if it's been open for that long, then that money was budgeted for 2022. And if it's been open, we only have, what do we have left? About 5-6 months in the year. So you could actually take what's been unused at the first part of the year and double it up. And but she just needs to get with the auditor on that.
Yes,
Now,
I,
there's only going to be benefits budgeted for one position, but the salary, if it hasn't been used for this first part of the year, you could cut that in two and hire two people, although one would probably be without benefits.
No, if we do that, Michael, then we're gonna get over budget for next year.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah, you would, that person would come on with no guarantee.
Part-timer, you know, but you cannot, create another position, a full-time position. You can create a part-time position, but not a full-time position.
Temporary person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be temporary, and the person would come in with that understanding that if during next month's budget hearings, we do not create the extra position, then it would only be from now till December. But I'm just trying to come up with a way that she can address the problem immediately.
Right. Yeah,
have
well,
money.
well,
I could do
she's
that,
had,
right.
she's
I'll-
had 6
I'll
months to
get with
address it
Noe.
already. No, you need to take immediate action, Mary, especially with temporary help. You have monies in your budget to solve your problem, actually. So
okay.
let's
Yeah,
use
I'll
the
get
money
with
we
Noe.
have, and then we go from
Because we've
there.
already gone half a year. You could hire somebody part-time.
Right, I probably have enough for that. Part-timer,
Temporary.
temporary, yeah, temporary.
Temporary.
Yeah.
See how much money I have, in other words. Yeah,
And it's already past a half a year.
right. Yeah, and up until December, because then that's when we decide.
Okay, so
Thank you, Michael. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes.
Thank you.
entertain a motion to
Motion made up.
no action on this item.
Okay.
There's a motion.
second.
There's a
Thank
motion
you.
and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, item number 9, discuss, consider, take action on request by ISD Education Foundation for approval of the sale of liquor at the first annual fundraiser dinner dance at the county, Jim Wells County Fairgrounds on October 29th.
Thank you, Commissioners. Good morning. It's always great to see y'all in person and those on Zoom and here today. Those that don't know who I am, my name is Sandra Bowen, and I'm here on behalf of the Alice ISD Education Foundation. I also have brought with me a couple of board members. I have Ophelia Hunter and Miss Cynthia Garza that's here today. We have several on our boards of community people that are on our board. Ophelia just passed out a little bit of information. Do you mind if I just go ahead and read that out loud?
yes.
Okay, and then I'll explain. Alice ISD Education Foundation was created to help provide teachers grants and student scholarships. Community leaders have come together to form a foundation to support Alice schools. The Alice Independent School District Education Foundation has announced their focus to enhance community support and to expand resources that enrich teaching and inspire learning for all students in the Alice School District. The sole purpose of the newly formed Alice ISD Education Foundation is to benefit the school district by providing funds for educational programs and activities that are not funded by the normal operating budget. These funds will be used to facilitate students' achievements and skill development, to recognize and encourage staff excellence, and to expand community involvement from individuals, businesses, and civic organizations. Funding priorities will include funds for innovation, teaching grants that will provide resources directly to the classroom for teachers to implement exciting new educational programs. The grant process has been established, and teachers and staff will be eligible to participate in requesting mini grants, which is MINI grants. The Alice Independent School District Foundation is a charitable 501c3 organization, and contributions are tax deductible. The foundation has partnered with Foundation Innovation to establish the Alice ISD Foundation from its inception. We are here today. We are requesting that the Jim Wells County Commissioners Court approve Alice ISD to sell alcohol liquor at our fundraiser that will be held at the Jim Wells County Merchant Building on October 29th from 6 p.m. to midnight. And I apologize for the typo on the date that she gave you there. On behalf of the foundation, I'm Sandra Bowman. I'm the executive board member of Finance and Governance and the treasurer. And our board members, we were requesting so kindly that you approve that.
Real quick, it's not Alice ISD, it's Alice ISD Foundation.
Yes, Alice
Last
ISD,
paragraph.
yes.
And this date is not, it is
Fair?
with the fair.
We've already approved that date with Food's office, and we
Yeah.
already have the merchant.
For the merchant building, yes, ma'am.
Yes, any questions?
Well, I had one, Commissioner.
Yeah,
The agenda item was submitted with the wording of the sale of liquor. Is that just liquor or?
It's just the alcohol, right?
so,
Yes, that's the question.
Is it just like beer or is it like a bar, like cocktails?
I think it's just like a beer, wine.
It's
cooler.
just the beer, wine
just
coolers.
celebrate.
Okay, yeah, so then I probably should have said alcohol, and the reason I ask is because TABC has, they have different permits, and permits cost differently depending on what you're selling.
Right.
But it'll probably be the all-inclusive one that is for both for beer, wine, and hard liquor. What's that? Did I hear somebody say no?
No.
It won't hurt if it's all inclusive.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
okay, so commissioners, just when you make your motion, just make sure it's to approve for the sale of alcohol. And that, of course, it would be contingent on them obtaining the proper permits from TABC.
Okey
I'll make a
dokey.
motion to accept item number 9, allowing the Alice ISD Education Foundation for approval of sale of alcohol for signing fundraising dinner and dance, October 29.
I'll second the motion.
Okay,
Thank you all
Okay,
so very much.
yeah, there's no problem there. Okay, the request, you're gonna need a request, request letter for a temporary license. And you can go to my office to create one. They'll create one for you. So you can apply for a temporary license and who's gonna be selling it.
And the sooner you
It's-
do
it's-
it, the
it's-
less you pay.
Yeah,
If you
like,
wait, it
like you're
costs
3
more.
months away. Don't wait till the 2 weeks away to get a temporary license. Do it like, you can do it today or you can do it next month. Because the closer you get to the event, the higher the temporary license. Like right now, you can probably get a temporary license for maybe $100. Very, very, but if you wait till the 2 weeks before the event, then it
Oh, yes,
really
definitely.
goes up.
Is there a way that we can use someone else's license, like
Yes,
another
yeah, you
business's
have to.
license? Because I
Well,
had somebody,
Well,
You have to go
can,
into somebody
forward.
else, no, Michael?
I believe, yeah, I think there's a way you can do it on your own, but it's kind of complicated. It's usually simpler if you find a sponsor that, yeah.
yeah.
If you find a license holder that's willing to sponsor your event, then that usually makes it quicker and simpler.
Yes.
Where it gets complicated, Michael, you cannot move a license from one premises where it's registered to another.
You still
Right.
have to get.
You have to get a temporary license.
Okay, we'll
And I
follow
don't
the
think
process.
that's a big deal, actually.
Yes.
They do it all the time, everybody, so whenever, at your convenience, we'll create a letter. Who's gonna be selling it and the time, that you're gonna be selling it from maybe from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till
Yeah,
midnight.
to the times.
The time, there's certain things that they're gonna require We,
Of
we,
course, you make a
we,
lot
yeah,
more money
yeah.
when you get your.
We'll create the letter for you and,
Oh, wonderful, okay.
and,
Yeah, just let me know. I'll be happy to take care of whatever, you
yeah,
know, we
okay.
need. Like I said, I'm
Well,
the finance and
well,
governance.
you can
and
go
the treasurer.
downstairs and create it if you want to, a little while.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's no hurry. You got 3 months to do it. you
Oh,
know.
I like things to be prepared. We need to be
But
prepared.
anyway, there's a motion and the second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay.
All right, thank you all so very much.
An item passes here.
Thank you, Senator.
In case y'all wanna buy tables, you can get a hold of any one of us, $700 a table.
That item wasn't in the agenda, man.
I get with y'all later.
Call me later for that one.
Okay, discuss, consider, take actions to approve treasurer's report. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to
I'll
approve.
second it.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
All right.
All opposed, same sign. Okay, motion passes. Line item number 11, discuss, consider, take action to approve auditor's report.
Humboldt County had a net payment of $258,674. Last year at this time, we received $231,539. So we've done very good throughout the year, done better than last year. At this point, we have $1,540,629.39. But at this time last year, we had $1,286,755, or a difference of $253,848. So we're at 19% higher than last year. The next one is the auditor's report. This is for the month of June 2022. The percentage that we're looking at is your expenditures not over 50%. On our revenues, the general fund has collected 85%. General, road and bridge 85. Between all the total revenues, which are the budget is 24,817,325.20. We have collected 88% of that. Then you have everybody's percentage on expenditures. Like I say, you don't want anybody over 50%. If you are over 50% and we need to go something over it, let's go over it. See what the problem is. Sometimes there's a big bill that came in, that you just provide. Okay, the general fund total expenditure was 47%. Road and bridges, 42. Overall, total expenditures are at 46%. Like I say, the amount we're looking at is 50, but we have a positive variance. So everything's good. Thank you all.
Entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve. A second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
George, I'd like to say, mention something about this here, on these expenses. I know that we spent about 100% of our fuel budget for this year. And that's like $70,000. And still considering that we're still under budget, that's pretty good. But it's been, hopefully we can make it to the end of the year. Because it's bad.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know, has Cindy heard anything from insurance yet, for proposals for next year? No. Not yet. Okay, line item number 12, discuss, consider, take actions on payrolls and bills submitted by the county auditor with the exception of Fund 52, 53, and 54.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
All right.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Line item number 13, adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Right.
Okay, meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Commissioners, don't forget, we have a meeting Monday morning at 10 on the ARPA issues.
We already sent notice, Linda.
Yes, I already posted.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
I sure appreciate it. Thank you, Michael.